everyone, welcome back. I'm so happy you're here, and of course I hope everyone has an amazing day so far. For everyone who is new here, of course, welcome to you too. I hope you enjoy what you see. And for today we are going to use the tumbling tile blocks, the smaller tumbling tile blocks. Of course, if you want to know the measurement of the tumbling tile blocks I use, go down to the description box. There you find the measurement of the bigger blocks and the smaller blocks, so you can compare them with your own. I have here my container with everything inside I use for DIY, but most important is of course the wood glue. You can use any cheap brand wood glue as long as it's sticking right. I have here some paint, and most of the time I spray paint it because it goes a lot faster. But you can use any paint color you like. I have here a saucer with an old piece of kitchen towel which is wet to wipe away the glue, so we get a clean surface to work with. And of course I have here some wooden ladders. Of course you can use some sticker letters, and you can even write it yourself. If you are a great writer, totally fine, just write it yourself. What we're going to make, I didn't make never one before. It's a recipe. Now I have to say it right. We call it in the Netherlands RECIIPE box, but you call it recipe box, if I'm correctly. So it's for me a different and a difficult word in English, but we will get there. So don't blame me if I say it right sometimes, so bear with me. So this is what we need for this DIY. So of course you can make your box as wide as you like. I'm going to start because I want to make a kind of a bow for the top. I will see later what I'm going to do with it, but I have that in my mind. So I want to make it. So, and then later I will see where I will place it. So we have 12 loose blocks. What we're going to do, we are going to do 2 of them. We glue together this way. So simply just place them together, glue it, press it, and of course clean it up. You do the back side also, and then make sure that you have a straight line. You can also place it straight up, press it down, and then you also have it in a straight line. And now you're going to give it 1 until 2 minutes drying. So now we have the one we glue together, we place it in the middle. We're going to get 3 loose blocks and a loose block over here. What we're going to do, we are going to do a little glue halfway the side of the block, and you just place it over here, and you place this one over here, and then you place this one over here. This is just a measurement you can use for making the same space in between. So we do clean it up. We do here the same. We lay this one over here, and we do a little bit of glue on this side of the block, and then we're going to place this one over here, and we're going to press it together, and we're going to clean it up. So now we already have one of this one. So place it over here. We get another set of 3. Place it this way. We get our measurement block. Place this one over here, under here. You do a little bit of glue on this side, over here. You just place it in here, and you just squeeze it. You're going to get your towel, and you just wipe the glue away. And you just get your measurement away. You place it over here on this block. You do some glue on this side, and you're going to place it down again. You're going to squeeze it, press it together this way, wipe away the glue, and always go back, look for that still have the same measurement. And again we're going to place it over here. You get you another set of 3, and of course you place it over here. I do it a little bit faster and faster. So again, we're going to squeeze it, place it over here, squeeze it this way. I clean it up in a moment. So again, here's some glue. We could place this one over here, and we place this one over here. And you just make sure, squeeze it together. And now in one piece, we're going to clean both of them, and we just place it over here. The last 3, we're going to do the same. Make sure that you have your measurement over here. You do some glue on this side, and press it together and fill it in with this one. You do here the same, place this one over here, and you do a little bit of glue on the last one, and again fill it in and press it together. Clean it up, and then you're going to let all of them dry for at least 15 minutes. So what we're going to do, we're going to get 2 sets of this one, and of course you can turn them over also, and this way you get your measurement block You place this on number 3 on the underside. You do some glue on this side, not the whole block, only this part, not the whole block. And you just simply, easy, press it together and make sure that you have one piece. And you get your towel, wipe away and gently place it on the side. You do it over here the same. Make sure that you have your measurement block, place it over here. And you do some glue on this side and place it down and just gently fill it in. And you already have your whole piece for one side. And we're going to let this dry in for at least a couple of minutes. So if everything is correctly, you have now 2 of this one. So easy, just simple 6 blocks, and you just use your measurement of your blocks, so in between, to make the spaces. It is possible that you have it maybe lying this way on your table and you think this is not fitting. Then you just have to turn it, and you can see already if you have both of them, they are fitting over here. So we get our measurement block again. We place it on the side, on this side, over here on the top side. We do a little bit of glue on over here on this side. So, and we simply glue it over here. We're going to press it down. Make sure we feel with our fingers. Press it together. And this way. And we do here the same. We place this one on this side. Very gently. And now we're going to do some glue on this side of the block. And if it's correctly, this is fitting, of course, also on this side. We have to make sure we feel with our fingers. And we're going to press it together this way. Wipe away the glue. And feel with your fingers that we have the right measurement, because that's what we want. I think this needs a little bit higher. Not too much. This way. So, and now we're going to let this dry for at least an hour, hour and a half. But we are going to go further with the box. So for our box, we are going to start with 3 rows of 13. So 3 rows of 13. In Dutch, we call that 13. 13. So it's a much different word. You call it 13. So at least we're going to row them together. Very easy on the smallest line of the block, and we just simply make a plank out of it, because you can also do it with a piece of thicker cardboard. You don't have to use the tumbling towel blocks. If you don't like the blocks, it's totally fine. You can use something else for it also. And maybe you have some leftover wood. Like we also have an IKEA where you can find free wood. So I don't know if you have that also. But here in the Netherlands we always have in our IKEAs, you have some at the door. You have some big crate with pieces of wood you can get for free. So I already have some long doors and then I'm going to always paint them and do a wreath on top of there. So. And it's free. That's really great. So you can change it up for anything. But I don't know if every IKEA in every country that has. We're going to squeeze it this way. And always at the end, give it some pressure at the end. Start from the inside to the outside this way. And then squeeze it. You do here the same. Start from the inside to the outside. Over here. And then at the end, give it some pressure. And we're going to get our wet towel, wipe away the glue, and also over here, and this one. And yeah, then we're going to do also the back side, because we want to have a clean space where we can work on. So we do it fast, place it straight up, clean up your mat, and get it on this side and clean it up also. You do it here same, place it straight up, clean up your mat, turn it over and do the back side. Here the same, do it fast, place it straight up, clean it up, and the back side. And so you always can keep your surface clean where you're working. What you can do now, we want to be sure that everything is in a straight line. You just gently place it straight up and just press it down. Do it this way and then give it some pressure from the side. Gently press it down. And this way, if you don't have a carpenter square, you just simply also have the straight line you want. Place it straight up, press it down gently, this way, And if everything is down, you place it again and then press it together. We're going to leave it in half minute. We're going to place one on the side and we do some glue over here, this way. And you place one of them together this, and you just gently squeeze it together, fill in the open gaps because that's what you want. Go to the side, feel with your fingers that you have also here a straight line. We're going to wipe away the glue, give it a little moment of drying, and then we're going to turn it for the back side. So now we have a bigger one, a higher one and a lower one. So we're going to place this aside. We're going to let this dry. Now we're going to get a set of 4 and we're going to get another set of 4. So very easy. We're just going to glue them together over here and over here, and number 3 and this one and this one, and again we're going to squeeze it, press it together and clean it up and let it dry in. So now we have our 2 pieces of 4, and of course we are going to make another 4 sets of 4, and again we're going to glue them together this way, just gently fill them up, and over here and this way, over here. And let me know in the comments if you are using a recipe book. Here in the Netherlands we use of course cookbooks, but we don't see a lot that that there are recipes go from mother to daughter or maybe to sons. It doesn't matter who is cooking, but it's not something we have a lot here. Of course we have some little things where you write your pieces in, but not really a recipe box where you keep your old recipes. That's not really big here in the Netherlands, at least not what we did from old times. So, but let me know in the comments if you have some box you say for someone, or maybe you did get from someone, maybe you did get it from your own mother or someone else. So let me know in the comment. I would love to know, because my mother was not fond of cooking. My mother didn't like it, and I inherited it from her because I don't like it either. So that's what, maybe that's something you get. She loves to decorate and change up decor and paint, and that's a kind of the creative things that I got from her. But we both didn't love cooking. So my father always cooked. So, and here in my house, my husband also cooks. So we are having 4. We're going to let them dry in for a couple of minutes. So what we're going to do, we're going to do some glue on the top side over here. We're going to place it against here. You do here the same, and you place it against this one. Fill in the open gaps. Feel with your fingers also the side that you have a nice straight line. And you do here the same, fill in the open gaps and wipe away the glue. And again, turn it over and do the back side. Turn it over and do the back side. And we're going to give it also again, now I think a minute. So now we're going to get our 2 smaller pieces of 4 and this way. So we do some glue on the side and we make this one on this side. And we do this one on this side. So again, gently fill it in and fill it in. Make sure that you have a straight line over here. Wipe away the glue. And here the same. And let it dry in for a couple of minutes. Then turn it and do the back side. So in the meantime, while this is drying, we are going to do a row of 13 again. So 1 row of 13. You just simply glue them together this way, do some glue on the smallest line of the block, and you just simply row them this way and over here, and the last couple of blocks. And then we're going to squeeze it from the inside to the outside again, the same like we did with the other one, and gently squeeze it this way. And we're going to wipe away the glue over here. And if you want to do the back side, you know the drill. Do it fast and place it straight up. Clean up your mat and do the back side. And this way. And now we're going to place it straight up. Press it lightly down. this way, and you always have a nice flat surface on the underside. And again, give it a little bit of pressure. Let it dry in for a couple of minutes. So for our box, if everything is correctly, you have 2 double 13 rows, so 2 double. You have 2 loose of 13. You have one with 8 and 4 on top of each other, 8 and 4. And now we're going to make the box complete. What we're going to do, this will be the side on one side. The back side will be higher, so I'm going to turn it this way. I'm going to get one of my blocks. I'm going to place this one straight up and this one straight up. And this one, the bigger one, will be on the back side. But of course I will leave it this way or else you don't see it yet. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to do some glue on this side of my box. On this side, and of course I know we don't have a bottom yet, but it doesn't matter, we have that later. And again, you do some glue and over here. And you place it down. And again, I'm going to fill it in with this one on this side. This one I do on the inside of the first row of 4. So if you look on the front side, I show it you in a moment later a little bit closer so you can really see it. And now I'm going to get my bigger side and I'm going to do some glue also on this side and on this side over here. And I'm going to place this one at the ending but on the inside. So again, over here. So now I'm going to gently, of course I'm going to clean up my mat a little first, this way. And now if everything is correctly, you can easily fill it in with this one. And this one will be over here. And this one will be over here. And then gently you're going to press it together. Not too hard. Feel with your fingers. And if you're happy with the shape, then you're going to let it dry in for a couple of minutes. And later you're going to press it harder together. But for now, we just do it gently. And I'm going to leave it a little moment and then you see it a little bit closer because now you don't see it very well. So, and of course, I told you I show you the box of at least the open box in a moment. And of course I will, but he is still drying. So if I'm taking it off right now, you don't see it anymore because it will crash. So, so don't worry, I will show it to you a little bit closer later. First, we're going to make the bottom so he can dry also. The bottom will be 5 rows of 9. So very easy, 5 rows of 9. And you just lay them on the table, 5 sets of 9. And you just simply get the small line of the block and you just row them together. And I did mine bottom a little bigger than the boxes because I like, it gives a little bit more like an high-end look if you have a little border around your piece. And of course I use it as a recipe book, but you can use it of course for doing some greens inside, some organization. You can use it for anything. Maybe for your craft room, you don't have to do it for a recipe book. You can do it for anything. So again, we have already row number 4. And so you see, you can change this DIY into anything you like. You don't have to do it this way. I always try to that everyone can make it at their own taste. And of course, use it at their own taste. Because not everyone likes the same things. So again, we have, oh, of course, this not really. So this way, we're going to press from the inside to the outside and press it then together. You do from the inside to the outside, press it together. And so we go, all 5 of them, and press it together. And here the same. And then we're going to clean it and do the back side. But I think you already know now how to clean it and to turn it. So again, I'm going to clean it and turn it and do the back side also. And then we're going to give it a ½ minute drying. So now we have our 5 pieces of 9. We just simply going to turn them this way and this way. And now we're going to place them on the side. We do some glue over here and make sure that every block has a little bit of the glue. Then place it over here. Do some line on this one. We go, oh, you see already, he still is not dry, and that's also DIY because I show you also what goes wrong. And it is not wrong because you easily do some glue over here and we simply glue it together. And again, we do it over here and over here. Now we simply place it together in one row so we get a nice plank under here. So again, this way, and gently fill in the open gaps. Just this way, fill it in. Make sure that you have a nice straight line. Go also back to the sides, feel with your fingers, and go back over here, and this way. And now we're going to clean it up. And we're going to give it a couple of minutes, and then we're going to turn it for the back side. So you see, we have here our bottom, and this is of course our side, and this is what I mean. He is looking like this right now. You have your side, you have your box, and you see already he is really sturdy. What I'm going to do, I'm going to turn it over, and I'm going to place this one flat on my table, because this is the bottom. Of course, I'm going to gently turn it over this way. I have to make sure that I have it in my hands and that it doesn't fall. Of course, I can gently do some glue on this side. Make sure that every piece has a little bit of your glue. And don't do this too fast, because or else you will break it. And that's not what you want. So over here, I have to be sure that I have some glue over here. Now I'm going to gently turn it over this way and place it on top of here. Of course, I have to look that I have it in the middle where I want to have it. Turn it to this way and this way. And if you have the place you like, then press it down. And of course, I will turn it this way for you also, so you can see also this side. And then we're going to get our brush, and we're going to brush the glue away, because that works a little bit better than, of course, our towel, because it's a little bit too thick for it. So we're going to go around the edges over here and just wipe away the glue, because we don't like that. And of course, don't forget the inside also, because there will most of the time also some glue. That's not really nice if you're going to paint it, spray paint it or something else. So take your time for it and make sure that everything gets a little touch of your brush. Oh, you see already, he's already broken. So again, I'm going to take my time, and then we're going to let it dry in for at least a half hour. So now we're going to get our bow we made, or our top we made. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to do the underside. I'm going to do some glue over here, some glue over here. And I'm going to place it on the back side. Of course, you can also place it on the middle if you want to have more like a handle. You can do it, and you can make two of them, one for here and one for here. So you have more options than only on the back side. And again, make sure that you have it straight on the back side and in the middle, of course. And I'm going to be sure that I press it down rightly. And then we're going to let it dry in, because this one needs to go a little to the front, because I want to have it really well fitting. And now I'm going to let this dry. So now we have the base of our recipe box. What we're going to do, I'm going to give it a little bit of a high-end look. At least I'm going to try. So we have 4 loose blocks. We're going to do one of them, some glue on the tops. Over here, we place them in the middle. Over here, just wipe away the glue. We do some glue on the smaller side of this block. We place it over here. And we do with this one the same on the smaller side of the block, just a little piece, and just place it over here. So gently, we're going to wipe away the glue. And you see already, it has to be in the middle, this way. And of course, easy. Oh, of course, I want to do it too fast. This way, and I'm going to gently try to place it straight up so we can easily let it dry in. And I'm going to let this dry for at least 15 minutes. So, and I show you now the back side of my box, but it doesn't matter the back side of the front side, it is the same. We are going to do some glue on the underside over here, very easy, and just place it in the middle. Of course, we have to be sure that we have it in the middle, so it is a little bit of a task to get it in the middle, because we don't have too much space over here. And again, we're going to let this dry in for at least 10 minutes. So I had one now on the back side, but I love it so much, so I'm going to make another one, because I like for the first row also one. So again, over here I'm going to place one on this side, one on this side, and one in the middle. And I'm going to let this dry in again, and we wait a couple of minutes before we're going to glue it on the middle row. So you see, now we're going to turn this one also. We do a little bit of glue over here. Oh, you see already I'm totally offline, and I'm going to place this one. I have to show you on this side over here, and now we're going to let it fall down, and we're going to let this dry in also. And if everything is correct, you have them exactly against each other, or in the opposite direction from each other, this way. So now the last touches before we're going to spray paint it. Of course, I'm going to do some glue on this side, a little bit over here with a loose block, and a little on the underside. And I'm going to make sure that I keep this a little bit longer over here, just one block over here. We do here the same, a little glue on this side and on the smallest line. Oh, and I'm going to glue this on this side. Make sure that you have it exactly straight with each other. Press it down, and I do one under. So again, some glue on the tops, on the smallest line, and you just place it over here in this row. And for this side, the same, over here and over here. Just simply fill it in and just let it dry in. And of course, I'm going to get my brush and I'm going to wipe away the glue, and now we're going to let it dry, and I'm going to spray paint it outside, and you see in a moment what color it turned in. So in the meantime, while my box is drying, I have here my letters, and of course I'm doing the word recipes, and of course I'm going to give them with my marker. It's same, like it looks really like a paint. So I'm just going to make this one in the white color, this way, and maybe I do a little bit of gold over it to give it a little bit more like a high-end look. So I'm always giving an undercoat, and then I'm going to do the gold color over it. And I've here my Velcro, because I'm going to do on the top side, on the bow side, I'm going to do a piece of every season. You can do it for the Christmas season, you can do it for the fall season. I'm going to do it for the fall season. You see in a moment, because I have here also boxes which are also full with pieces you can use for your tier tray. So I show you that in a moment, but first I'm going to color my words of my letters. So like I told you, I would show you my boxes with my which I use in my decor. I use them for my trays, for everything. You see already for all season. I ordered them in sets online on the Temu, and of course, like a lot of you already know, I only pay with Temu with PayPal, so it's always safe. So I'm really happy, and you can find everything there for the Valentine's season. You can use some bees. You can find there every sets, and these sets were only €2 and I think 80 cents if I'm correctly, and that's in dollars a little bit the same. So I'm going to use a couple of them for my decor. I think you see already here a little for the farmhouse style, if you like that also. And of course I'm going to use the pumpkins for my recipe book, but of course you can choose anything you like. You get also some stands with it. So, and for only that money, you can't even, the wood is even much more expensive. So if I can order, don't be scared, just pay with PayPal, and you just it goes very well. But of course, if you are scared and you don't want to, totally fine. You can find it probably somewhere else also. So I'm going to find out which one I'm going to use, and I'm going to do a piece of Velcro on the back side so I can place it in front of my recipe book. So you see already mine turned into the white color. I like the white color, of course, but you can also do any color you like. I have here my letters or recipes, and I'm going to do it on the front side over here. So I'm going to just simply place my box this way, and I'm going to place it over here, make sure that I have it in the shape I like, and then I'm going to glue it with some wood glue. So you see, I'm going to do it a little bit in the round shape to give it a little bit of texture to your piece. So I'm going to get my wood glue, and I'm just take my time for it. I start always in the middle, and I'm going to give it a little drop of my wood glue, and I'm just going to place it over here and let it fall in, and make sure that he sticks nicely. And I'm going to work from my inside to the outside to get the shape I like. And of course, I'm not going to press it yet because I want to be sure before I'm going to press it that I have everything on the place I like to have it. And over here, just going to, and just don't do too much glue. And we're going to go for this one, number C, and just place it over here. The E, of course, and we're going to do it this way, and the letter R the last. And then we're going to give it a shape and press it down. But of course, I have this word, but you don't have to. If you don't want to use it for recipes, just do any word you like, or maybe you don't like words, it's also fine too. And again, we're going to give it a little pressure. And I'm going to get my brush this way, and I'm going to gently go in between and remove the glue. So I have my word on top of here, and of course, like I told you, I'm going to get my Velcro and I'm going to place one of my pieces on top of here this way. And of course, I'm going to decorate it also, but you see right now the quick impression, because you can decorate it your own way and what you like for your decor. You see what I made of it. And you see finally a quick impression of my tumbling tile blocks, a recipe box, and I'm so happy how this one turned out. And you can use it, like I told you, for every season, so you can do it for your everyday decor and your seasonal decor. So I hope you give this one a try, and if you're new here, I hope you enjoy this also. And if you're not subscribed to my channel, of course, I hope you will click the red subscribe button, give me a thumbs up and hit the bell. Everyone, have an amazing day, and I hope to see you all in the next one. Bye.